Hey guys, it's Drew again. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there seems to be something going on. There's been a whole deluge of videos put out about the 500 Home Run Club. And it's almost like there's kind of a secret out there that nobody knows about that everybody knows about. So I figured, you know what? I'm a bandwagon kind of guy. I'm jumping on the bandwagon too. So I wanted to show off something, and a lot of guys are showing their different cards or whatever, players that have hit the 500 Home Run Club. And I don't have a card of every one of those players. I have a lot of them, all the older vintage guys, but not as many of the new ones. And I thought, you know what, do a little spin. So I'm going to talk about my favorite 500 home run guy, which of course, Ken Griffey Jr. There he is. So Ken Griffey Jr., as you know, over 600 home runs, 630. But specifically, I want to talk about one home run that he hit, and I want to show off an item. And this is also a huge, and I'm talking white whale kind of pickup for me. And I just couldn't wait to show it. I didn't know how to show this off in a video. And when this whole 500 home run thing started coming out, I thought, you know what? I'm going to show this card off. So this is a great pickup for me. It's a huge pickup, so bear with me. But let's go check out the card. Okay, guys. Let me tell a quick story about why this specific card and why this specific home run was such a big deal for me. But back in 2007, I was asked if I wanted to go to a Braves game in Atlanta. They were playing the Reds, and of course I wanted to go. Griffey was my guy. He was going to be playing. So me, my old friend and old roommate from college went. His son went with us. His son at the time was, I think, 7, 8 years old. And it was his first major league game, so that was kind of cool to be there for. And then another friend of ours. All went down, the four of us. We saw the Braves take on the Reds. Well, when Griffey came up, of course, I was watching and everything. Sure enough, Griffey, classic swing. Big, beautiful stroke. Took one deep, right field, home run. The crowd goes crazy. This is Griffey, you know, and he was a living legend at the time. Just phenomenal. And it was the only time I ever got to see Griffey hit a home run in person. It was beautiful. He stood there just like he always did, watching it go over. Thought it was great. The trot, the whole thing. Took it all in. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Great memory. Well, one of the things about this specific home run that made it so much greater was this was his 587th career home run, which put him ahead of Frank Robinson on the all-time list, making him at that point in time number 6 on the home run list. And so it was just really cool to be there to witness that event. Well, later that season, Upper Deck put out a small set called Game Day. And what Game Day did was it was a cards that highlighted different things that happened in the 2007 season, including Griffey passing Frank Robinson on the all-time list. Well, I didn't know this actually for years that they had put this little set out until that my old roommate, his name is Dave, found on eBay a card, and he purchased it, and he brought it to me, and he didn't give it to me. He kept it for himself as a memento of him taking his son to his first baseball game. But it was really cool that they highlighted a game that I was actually at. And I thought it was really cool. They were limited edition, but they were signed by Griffey. To be honest, they were kind of ugly, really crowded, a lot of stuff. It wasn't a card that I sought after, but I just thought it was cool that they put out. Well, fast forward to about 1 year ago. A year ago, I turned 50, and on my 50th birthday, the young man that went with us, my friend's son, was currently working for me. He was one of my managers at the store I used to work at, and he and the other managers all chipped in together, and what they did was they purchased this card for me. And this is the Game Day box score card, and you can see it's numbered to 10. This one's number 5 out of 10. It's got the Griffey auto on the side. It talks about, it's got the box score on it. On the other side of the card, it gives a little bio about him passing Frank Robinson on July 16th, 2007. That was one of the most special things, the fact that he found that card for me. And, you know, spent money to buy me a birthday gift. I really appreciated that. So again, Austin and all the other guys, I appreciate you guys doing that for me. It means a lot. Fast forward a couple months later, I don't even know how I stumbled across it, but then I found out that that was not the only card that they made. This was actually a 3-card set, which included the box score, which I had seen. It was the same one that my friend Dave had, but it also had this one, which I found and won. Same thing, which was called Game Day Lineup. Now this one is numbered to 50, but still, it's got the Griffey auto on it. It's got the same back to it with the same bio. So cool. Love it. okay? And this is the video that I did on this. But the problem is, the third card is the actual one showing him swinging. It was the picture of him hitting the home run, and that's the one that most people wanted. Anytime you have a card that's limited edition, auto card with Griffey, they're going to go for a bunch. And people, you know, there's huge Griffey collectors out there. The problem with the one card was the fact that everybody wanted the one of him swinging. And as you can look at these two cards in front of you, they're not pretty, I mean, they're kind of overcrowded or whatever, but still the highlight of the game. And it's just hard because people are not listing them. There's not many of them out there. It was from an old set, I mean, 15 years earlier at the time, and they just didn't come up very often. Well, here it is. I was able to actually find, and with the help of my buddy Jake, find and purchase my white whale, as far as Griffey, the game day ticket card. And is this one also autographed Griffey? But here's the thing about this one. This is number 1 out of 10. Only 10 of them, and I found it. So that card goes with that, and in my opinion, makes one of the sweetest 3-card sets that I will ever have. It's not just that they're autographed, although, hey, they're autographed. It's not this that they're numbered, but they're numbered. It's not this that it's Griffey, but man, it's Griffey. It's the fact that I was there. I was at that game. I saw him hit that home run. I watched it go over the wall. I watched him in stance. I watched him trot the bases. I heard the crowd going crazy for him. And I got to see history there. And so that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I am so excited about picking this up. It's just such a treasure in my collection. I really appreciate all you guys who have known about this and supported me trying to find this card, but I finally found it. So there it is, my game day set, talking about July 16th, 2007, Ken Griffey Jr. passing Frank Robinson on the all-time list, 2 of the greatest 500 home run club members. So I appreciate all the videos out there doing this. I appreciate James starting the whole snowball with this thing over at Elite Hunters. And anyway, I just appreciate all you guys and the support you've given me. So until next time, you guys be good.